Today is a week since the building collapsed in George. Rescuers are hoping to save more of those trapped beneath the debris. Families are still waiting for answers about the fate of their loved ones and have pleaded with authorities to fast-track the investigation process.
Yeah, police say subcontractors and contractors who worked on the site have not been forthcoming with information. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan has got the latest on that story.
Well, and yes, she joins us from George. Karinda, good morning. Thank you so much for making time for us. News breaking this morning that yet another body has been recovered.
Certainly so. There are reports that the death toll has risen. We're waiting for an official statement because that will ensure the double verification process has been done, although the report early this morning came that the death toll was at 21. That means 21 bodies recovered from beneath this rubble, and at least 33 remain unaccounted for, still beneath this rubble as well. There are reports that more bodies have been found, but it is important to reflect on that double verification process. This is a process that goes via forensic pathology services, and they will ensure that some identification process has started, and that is how they then relay that information to the municipality, and the municipality provides the media with a statement confirming the death toll, and that is then the official figure. This process is critical because this number then can stand in investigations as facts, because then it has gone through several processes to confirm that this is a person that was entering this building on Monday and that they have been identified in terms of their ID as well. But at the same time, some families of those 33 people that remain unaccounted for, that are still beneath this rubble, the families are in agony, not knowing the fate of their loved ones, like you mentioned. Yesterday, when the police minister came, he went to the community hall just next to the site, where from that hall you can hear the activities happening from this collapsed site. And the families gathered, a mass crowd of them gathered in this community hall and eagerly listened to what the police minister had to say, hoping they would get answers about when they can know what has happened to their loved ones. One of them was a young woman, Khalakala, who is waiting for answers about her boyfriend, Vuyo. She doesn't know the fate of him, whether he's among those who have passed on or whether he's still beneath this concrete rubble behind me. And she was in tears, shaking, as she said, "It's almost a week, Minister. When will I know what has happened to my boyfriend?" Take a listen to her words.
We need to know exactly what's going on, or allow us to go there inside and see whether it's the process, because now I don't know what to believe. Today is making a week. We don't know nothing. Nothing.
Now, the agony that she feels, the cries that you hear there, is something that is echoed by many families that are in this community hall. And just as you look at this scene behind you, you can see that right now excavators have reached the basement level. They will start up shortly. And essentially at this point, what officials have been saying is that they need to still be very delicate at this stage, work with strategy. If they had bulldozed the site on Wednesday, a miracle survivor, Gabriel Gowambe, might have not been alive when they rescued him just on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. And that is why they're going in a strategy. At the same time, they also say that they need to retrieve the bodies with dignity. Dignity for those who have passed, dignity for the families, so they can continue with the burial process. But at about 8:30 today, we're going to hear from one of the forensic pathology officers just to explain to us this process and also give us answers, the same answers Owenzela is asking, is when will she hear about her loved ones. So the forensic pathology services service officials will just explain to us that identification process. We understand that in some cases fingerprints are taken, but after many days, when a body has been found, it's difficult to actually get an accurate fingerprint, and then DNA processes have to go forward. But that takes a long time. And what the minister also explained to Nzela and the many families yesterday is that officials do not want to bring all families to the morgue. It's going to further impact and further cause trauma for them. So what they're trying to do is just identify the bodies as far as they can in terms of the lists and photos they were given, and then call families through. But stay with us. At 8:30, I'm going to give you another update, or by 8:30 you'll see the Forensic Pathology Service officials on site, and we'll continue giving updates hourly here at the George building collapse site.
Yeah, thank you so much for that update there, Karinda. And of course, at 8:30, we'll take you live back to George when the pathologists are going to give us that update.